Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Attack of the B Team. This is Robbot here with Jadel Angel. Today I just want to give you a quick tour of what I've done. We've actually moved from the savannah to this lavender field, and I've built a house. Haven't done too much decorating to it, but I do want to give you a quick tour, so let's begin. So, the first thing that I did when we moved here, I didn't really like it. It didn't have much height. It was pretty low, pretty flat. So I went ahead and found this little pond, got rid of all the sand around it to kind of build it out more, make it a little bit bigger, and built this little hill, covered it in lavender, and put a waterfall into it. So that's how I decided where I wanted to put the house, which I will show you now. So here's what we've got so far. I've started doing a little bit with Microblocks, which I'm actually going to be teaching you a little bit about today. But let me show you inside the house first. So when you first walk in, it's just pretty empty right now. I did put some part of a kitchen over here, but we have two little zombie heads above the door. This is going to be like the living area. Over here will be the kitchen. I've put this island here temporarily. Put some kitchen cabinets up from Mr. Crayfish. Have a nice little set of furnaces and workbenches, because those are always necessary. Have some temporary storage here until we figure out what we want to do. And then in here will be the bedroom. Over here I'm going to have like a little reading nook, put some bookshelves and maybe a chair. Just a nice little quiet corner to relax in. Over here is obviously the bedroom. I'll kind of build this out, put some carpet down to make it really cozy. And then in here I've done actually the bathroom, and I've kind of finished this. We've got the bathtub and the sink both fully functioning with water sources underneath. Once again, these are all from Mr. Crayfish, as you can see when I hover over it. The toilet's actually a lot of fun. You can right-click it to sit on it, and if you hit F, it farts. So that often ends up with some scared players nearby, because it does fart on their screen as well if they're near you. So I've had some good times, caught Jadel Angel off guard a few times, made him jump, so it's been a lot of fun. So that's pretty much what I've done. The main reason I want to record today was to kind of teach you about Microblocks, because going into it, I didn't know too much about them, and I just kind of played around with it until I figured it out. And as you can see here, they're a lot of fun to give some really nice detailing to the outside of your house, which can oftentimes be pretty boring. Where's this zombie? Let's see if we can find him and kill him right quick before I start. I don't want to have to hear zombie sounds the whole time I'm recording. He might actually... I'm going to be putting in the second floor. Okay, he's not up here. I just haven't done anything up here yet. Okay, I hear him. Where's he at? He's nearby. There he is. There you are, little guy. Come on. Okay. So, as I said, I'm going to be kind of giving you a quick tutorial about Microblocks today, just to kind of provide a little education along with what I'm doing in this series. So, the first thing you need to do when you start with Microblocks is to make a saw. As you can see here, I have a Peridot saw, which is from Project Red. But it's the same recipe as the other saw, which comes along with Microblocks, which is the diamond saw. It just provides an alternate to the diamonds if you are having trouble finding them, which in Attack of the B Team is nearly impossible to not find them. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. What you're going to need to do is make these stone tool rods, which are from Tinker's Construct. And the recipe for that is 1 cobblestone over 1 cobblestone will give you 2 rods, so that's all you'll need is those 2 cobblestone. And you'll put the 2 cobblestone rods over a diamond each, and then 2 wooden sticks next to it. These can be any type of wooden stick. It can be bamboo, it can be jacaranda wood, it could be anything. And that'll give you a diamond saw. As I said, I have a Peridot saw myself. It's just what I had with me whenever I made the saw. And basically what you do, before I go into all of the blocks up here, I'll show you how to use it. So you don't even need a workbench to really use this aside from building the saw. So you're going to take this saw, put it into your crafting area, and take, well, let's get some. I completely forgot to save a full block for education purposes, so let me go grab something right quick just to show you the first step, which you'll get first. So let's just grab a piece of oak wood log. The rest of the tutorial I'm going to be using spruce wood logs because that's what I'm actually using to decorate. So what you're going to do first is put your oak wood log here, or whatever block you want it to be. The great part about Attack of the B Team is it fully integrates all blocks from Chisel, all of the wood blocks from like Natura and Artifice. So it's really great for decorative purposes. You can really have an unlimited amount of opportunity to build and decorate and just kind of make things your own. So the first thing you do, you see if you put it anywhere else, it's not going to do anything, but you put it on top and it's going to create these oak wood slabs or spruce wood slabs or whatever you're building with. So you'll take those out, and then that's where we begin here. So the next step from a spruce wood slab, you can put it here, and if you put it on top, you're going to get spruce wood panels. If you put it on the left side, however, you're going to get spruce wood pillars. And these are chunky little blocks that you can use in the center. You can build them out along the sides. What I'm using right now is actually another step down from these spruce wood pillars, which is the spruce wood post, which you get from placing it on the saw on top of the pillar. If you place the saw next to the pillar, you get these spruce wood notches. Basically what it is if you want it to be shorter, you put it on the left-hand side. If you want it to be skinnier, you put it on the top. Like if you were chopping from the top down, it gets thinner. So let's take a look at all of the blocks we can use right quick. I'm going to go ahead and open this chest back up. Throw some of this stuff in here for now, just to kind of get these, just to get these other things out and show you one at a time what they do. So the spruce wood slab is your typical wood slab. The great thing is it can be made out of anything. You know, you can't get normal logs cut in half like this in vanilla Minecraft, so that's the great part about Microblocks is it allows you to get slabs of whatever you want. So if you're building a wood cabin and you want log steps, you can make log steps. You can also place these vertically, which is great for like walls, and I've seen some really great things built with these vertical slabs, so they do come in handy. One thing you do need to know is whatever direction you're placing it, that's the direction it'll use the texture of. So if you place it vertically, it's going to put that wooden part right there all the way around. If you place it flat, not in this case, but in most cases, it's going to use this ring. So I'll show you what I mean here in a second as we get into some of the smaller pieces. So that's the slab. So let's put that one back in. Next we'll grab the spruce wood panels. So this will allow me to show you what I'm talking about. So if you place it here, it's going to have this wood all the way around. However, if you place it here, it still has the wood all the way around like that, but it does have the rings on top. However, you can't get flat with this solid wood. That's what I'm talking about. It's directional. It's based on what side of the texture it is using, because it still uses the full block. So if I put this all the way around like here, it's going to look exactly like a spruce log, except for underneath where now this is hollow on the inside, as you can see right here. So that's the great part about Microblocks is you can kind of build whatever little structures you want. If you want to build a little mailbox, you can build a little mailbox. It's really up to you. Unlimited possibilities for the most part. And then another step down from the spruce wood cover is the spruce wood panel is the spruce wood cover. And these are pretty nice because you can put them almost flat against the wall. They have a little bit of a lip here, but they're great for covering. You can use them for shutters a lot. With the chisel mod, there's a lot of different textures you can use for planks, and you can make some really great shutters with them. As you can see, I'm not doing shutters on these windows. I'm putting this nice wood detailing around it. Let me actually see. Let's see if I can make it daytime. Let's go sleep. Come on. As you can see, I was playing around with Mr. Crayfish. That's what all these messages are. The bathtub and the sink, if you put a water source block underneath it, so say you do 2x2 and do unlimited, you can pull water from those as long as you want to, as long as you have that water source block underneath it. So it's really great source of water. There's also a tap, which is a lot of fun, and I use that a lot where I don't want to have a 4x4 water block. So say next to your potions, you can put that tap, and it's really great. So let's put this panel back. Oh, well actually, let me show you the panel. So if we put the panel flat down, it's going to have the rings. But if we put it straight up, it's going to have this all the way around, which is great. It's really good for like walls and fence type things. The one bad thing is it does have this little stripe, and it's kind of annoying, but it's easily overlooked. You can easily forget about that. So let's put this back in here, and we'll get onto these pillars. So the pillars are fun because you can, it's just half of a slab. So you can put it sticking straight out like this, which you can actually walk on. Or you can put it like sideways like that, or sideways like this. Doesn't really matter, whatever you want to do with it. And you can just use those decoratively. You can put like little dots all the way across like this to kind of add a nice little detail to like maybe like an Adobe style house, maybe with some clay. Use some like wooden planks and use these pillars and have that sticking out. And that's going to apply to all of these. These all can be placed sticking straight out of the center. The one thing I don't like about using logs with this is the fact that you get those ring textures there. You can see it here as well. It's a little annoying, but I really like the texture of the dark spruce wood against this light purple wood from the Jacaranda wood planks. So that's why I'm using that right now. And this is the one I'm using everywhere. So let me show you an example of what I'm doing with it. So I'm putting these here. Let's see, I hear a zombie. Let's turn back into bat mode. We're going to fly to kind of make this a little bit easier and to kind of stay safe away from these zombies that I hear splashing around. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting these down the side like this. Oh, great. Of course, they're really easy to mess up because they're very particular about where you put your thing, your cursor. So just be very careful when you're placing it. They do take a little bit of time to break when you're flying as a bat, at least. So where is this guy? He's going to annoy me for a while, isn't he? Okay, so let's see. I put these on that block, so let's go ahead and put these here. Like so. And then it looks like this one's just slightly below this window, so I'll put that there. And there we go. Like I said, it's really easy to misplace these blocks. So let's do that. And let's see, this one is on this wooden plank, so it's right there. And then this one is on this fourth one, so you can do that. So that's what I'm doing around the house, just to add a nice little touch of detail to it, kind of break up the monotony of these solid walls. I'm going to do some on the stone as well up here, so I'll go ahead and show y'all that while I'm working with these, before we move on to the other pieces. So, there we go again. Like I said, they're really easy to place incorrectly, but it's not that big of a hassle, and they really do add some nice details to your buildings, which is why I love this mod so much. It allows me some real creativity when it comes to building these things. And I'm going to finish this off like this. And it gives this just kind of this like German, Dutch looking style that I really like. You can't put anything else on these squares, unfortunately, besides Microblocks, but I really don't see myself putting anything else there. And if I wanted to build out of this, I could maybe do this just to kind of give it a little bit more detail, and maybe put this here, and we could even do like this. So there we go. So I think that looks pretty good. It might need some more work up here just to kind of make it not look so awkward, but I like it for the most part. And we'll do some more of that over here. I don't want to do the whole house with you today. So let's move past these spruce wood posts into these spruce wood strips. So the strips are just this, but a lot thinner. As you can see, they're maybe like 1/8 of a block, not even 1/8, 1/16 of a block in size. So they're really great for just doing some lining. You can kind of frame windows with these, which is really great. I've used those for that a lot. And you can kind of make it look like a window has panes, actually, too. Let's see, is it going to break? It looks like it depends on where you put them, how quickly they break too, which is interesting. So let's see, like you could do this and put this like this and break this window up into 2. So you have a nice little paned window. You get rid of those. I don't plan on doing that for this house. So next we have the spruce wood notch. These are just like the pillar, but they're shorter. You cannot put these in the center, which is unfortunate, but these are just 1/8 of a block, and they cut that texture in half. I kind of wish it would shrink it down, but this is fine. It does what it's supposed to do. I don't really use these notches too often, but like I said, you could do a nice little like this across and just kind of make it look really cute, like Adobe style house. And moving past these, we have the corners. These are as wide as these posts. So say you finish something and you have this weird corner, you can fill that with it, and it really only works on the corners. So you can use it here, here, there, and there, but you can't use it anywhere else, which is unfortunate. It's not as detailed as Little Blocks, which if you've ever used Little Blocks, you know what I'm talking about. But it does allow you to kind of function with some of the piping that's in Attack of the B Team. I know for sure it works with the piping from Project Red, so you can build around that to kind of hide the pipes from there. I know it works with other ones, probably thermal expansion. So next we have these spruce wood nooks, which are like the spruce wood strips, but they're the corners. And once again, they're just to fill that little gap at the corners. They can only be used there. So one of the more functional blocks from Microblocks are these hollow spruce wood slab, hollow spruce wood panel, and hollow spruce wood covers. All of these can go around a pipe. So say you want to put piping along this wall, but you don't want it to be seen, you can take this and put this like this, and the piping fits right into the middle of it. So you don't have to worry about having that exposed piping, and it will still travel through and function just as if this wasn't here at all. So you can hide completely all your pipework in a wall if you wanted to. Say I wanted to run piping through these jacaranda wood planks, I could turn these all into these hollow blocks and run piping all through my walls, and nobody would even know it was there. And these are probably some of the best parts of Microblocks for these technological mods, like where did that go? Like Galactic Craft, Thermal Expansion, Project Red. It makes everything look seamless. Like you don't even have to know there's piping there. It's great. It's probably my favorite part of this whole mod, aside from the decoration aspect of it, just because I hate the sights of all those pipes. Like when I do Galacticraft, I'll hide everything behind panels. I'll put piping through those. I don't believe the Galacticraft pipes work with the hollow ones, but you can block them off with some of these slabs, panels, and just kind of encase them in it, to where it's going to look a little off because it does have a little extra width to it because they're 1 block wide, 1 block tall, but it's going to stop it from being this ugly pipework that just kind of clutters up everything. So yeah, so that's my little introduction to Microblocks. I'm going to do little tutorials like this every so often, but I just wanted to just kind of talk with you and work on this with you today. So let's go ahead and end this here. Oh, I have a Dalek on my head, by the way. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, so I thought this hat was quite fitting. There also is a TARDIS. This is from the Hats mod, which is also part of Attack of the B Team, and I thought the Dalek would be quite fitting for today's episode. So I hope you learned something today. I hope you use Microblocks to help beautify your house in Attack of the B Team. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out, and be sure to subscribe to get more of these little tutorials every so often in my Attack of the B Team series. So until next time, this is Robbot powering down, and I will see you all later. Bye.